Alright, guys, welcome to First and Goal. I'm your host, Slavo Oriana, brought to you by Four Corner Sports. Whew. Giants, man. It got bad, then it got worse, then it just flat out ugly. Now, the Giants last week, they faced the New York Jets. Wasn't a good game at all. Turns out, the day prior, on Saturday last week, right? Daniel Jones was clear to play. But for whatever reason, I guess with NFL protocol, if you're ruled out... it wasn't Saturday. It was Sunday before the game. It was weird with NFL protocol. I believe if you're ruled out officially on Friday, right? But you cleared on Sunday... I guess it's the prognosis of what the initial report says. If you're out, yes, you're out, right? So Daniel Jones couldn't play against the Jets. Turns out that he was cleared to play. Tyrod Taylor, last week obviously got hurt, and we saw the immortal, Tommy DeVito come in. Well, Tommy DeVito made an appearance yesterday at Allegiant Stadium, and it started off, I think it was the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken, ending the first quarter, where Daniel Jones was just dropping back, right? Offensive line, it has been looking stellar, guys. It has been looking stellar. And it's unfortunate just because of the fact that drops back, tweaks something, holding on to his, I think it was his right knee. Oh my God, instantaneous. I was like, you know what? He tore a ligament. I'm pretty sure he tore his ACL. Guys, I am not a Daniel Jones fan, so I didn't, I wasn't crying or anything like that. It sounds really messed up with me. I want part of me inside. It's not a whole lot of me inside. It was like, you know what? It is what it is. Daniel Jones is gone. To be honest, that might have been the last time we've seen Daniel Jones in a Giants uniform, because of the fact that even though he recently is in a new 4-year deal, there was an opt-out after 2 years. The team is able to opt out of that contract. That's 2 years. So year 1 officially down in the books. Year 2, he still had that torn ACL. Okay, so he might not be back up until, I would say, Thanksgiving of next year. In that case, the New York Giants, they're gonna have a high draft pick. This is a pretty good, quarterback class. I know you have Caleb Williams here. You have a couple of studs. I think the guy from Oregon, Bo Nix, I think his name is. I think he's coming out as well too. So you have a lot of options, all right? And I'm be very, very disappointed in the Giants if they do not select a quarterback within the first round draft pick that they have. Reason why I'm saying that is because if Daniel Jones is out, right? They are moving forward with Tommy DeVito. And there's a reason behind it, because they know that Tommy DeVito is not going to be able to win you any games. So don't be surprised if we are as a 2-15 type of a team. Now, if I'm Giants management, if I am Giants brass, I'm telling Saquon, sit your ass down. You're not playing for the rest of the season. All right, you're going to get paid. You're going to get compensated. You're going to rest up your legs. You're not going to take any wear and damage. Yes, you can practice. You can do everything along that nature. But I am not going to have Saquon Barkley play. All right. As for guys like Andrew Thomas, same thing too. Rest these guys. Reason why I'm saying that is mainly because of the fact that I don't want them to get hurt or injured, especially with somebody of a Tommy DeVito. Tommy DeVito is not going to be there to try to win you some ball games. He's going to be there just to hold, the position intact for next year. And if I'm Giants, I'm trying to tank at this point. I am trying to tank. I am trying to make sure that we are in a really good position. The offensive line has been clicking. All right, with Justin Pugh on the roster. Andrew Thomas is on the roster, and I feel like a lot of things are gelling. But I do feel that the team is going to get better for next year. This year, it's over, all right? They're not winning any more games, I feel like. And if they do, shame on them, because their whole objective is supposed to be for next year. It is not supposed to be for this year. They shouldn't be getting any more victories for this year. It's done, all right? They faced the Raiders. They got rid of Josh McDaniels last week. All right. They had Antonio Pierce, somebody that I'm really fond of, and in his first game as an NFL head coach, and I get it, he was in an interim, interim position. He ended up getting the job done, and that's what you're supposed to get done. He benched Jimmy Garoppolo. I forgot the guy's name, but the backup did very well, and you saw how things were grooving with him. Overall, Giants are in a huge mess right now. Now, I don't know what they need to do. If I'm John Mara, if I'm Steven Tisch, all right, I'm making sure, hey, you know what, Darren Waller, your hamstring looks a little bit too tight. You might want to sit this one out for a couple more weeks until the end of the season. You'll get paid fine. And then this is also a way to figure out, how these other players are doing, how you can evaluate them. Overall, a lot of people are going to be getting up to face the Giants just because that might be like their homecoming game and to, style on them. But Giants season's over. Daniel Jones is done. I can't imagine him being with the Giants next year. He's a quarterback that's very frustrating to watch. He's a quarterback that he won't get you to a Super Bowl, right? But he is just good enough for you to be middle of the road. And that is the most frustrating thing possible. And one of the things that I just did not like about Daniel Jones as a quarterback, and I'm sorry if I'm putting on his injury, is that he stands around, looks around. Man went to Duke. He must have some type of high level IQ. But I felt like in the football gridiron, he didn't have so much of a high, level IQ, just looking around, looking lost sometimes, fumbling the football. You know what? You did what you had. You did. You earned your money. You earned your bag with the Giants. Congratulations, Daniel Jones. But I just think it's not good, here on forward. I think it's, good night, Irene, for you. And maybe you can, transform yourself in a different franchise. But yeah, guys, that's all that happened so far. Giants season is in the dumps right now. Disappointing. Especially with the season that they had last year. But that's the NFL for you. Until then, I am Flavio Oriana, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.